Hello everyone, I Rimpi welcome you all here at Akash Plus Baiju to discuss video solutions of previous year NT. Today we will be discussing chemistry section together. So let's begin. Question number 8, which states all of the following take about an year or less to degenerate, except 4 options are given below. First is woolen cloth. It takes about a year to degenerate. Wooden block, it takes like 10 to 15 years. Cotton pants, they take like 2 to 5 months. And leftover pizza, it takes like 1 to 2 weeks to degenerate. In question, it is asking about which takes more than a year to degenerate. So that will be our option number 2, wooden block. Now the next question is question number 9. A science teacher demonstrated his students the activity of burning the charcoal powder. She collected the gas evolved G in a test tube and dissolved it in water. Now choose the correct option. And the question is asking about gas G, effect of aqueous solution of G on litmus paper and nature of gas G. Let's start. Since charcoal powder is burned, that means C plus O2, it gives CO2. This is the gas G which is collected. It is dissolved in water, that means plus H2O. What it will give? It will give carbonic acid, which is our H2CO3. This is carbonic acid. And what does carbonic acid do? It turns blue litmus paper red. So with all this information, let's just find out the correct option, and that will be our option number 4. Gas G is carbon dioxide. Its aqueous solution will turn blue litmus paper red, and the gas G is acidic in nature. So the correct option will be option number 4. Let's proceed forward, and next question is question number 10. Which of the following is a special type of plastic used in microwave ovens for cooking food? Now you know that if you want to cook something in microwave, you need a plastic which will not melt and which will not react with food. So out of these 4 options, bakelite is the one which is a bad conductor of heat. So obviously that will be our correct answer. Option number 4. Let's proceed forward, and our next question is question 11, that is, as a responsible citizen, one should follow the 5R principle: reduce, reuse, R1, recover and R2. Now you know that 5R principle is used for waste management, and this is reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse. Now if you see in this question, instead of recycle and refuse, R1 and R2 are given. So this will be our R1 and that refuse will be R2. So the correct option for this question will be option number 3, that is recycle and refuse, option 3. Now the next question is question 12, which belongs to section 2. Here more than one option may be correct. So let's proceed. If triangle represents synthetic fibers and a reverse triangle symbol is given which represents natural fibers, then identify the option containing the incorrect properties. It is a very simple question, but to avoid silly mistake, we'll do a simple thing. What we'll do, we'll write in front of the symbol that it is a natural one or synthetic one. So let's do that. Natural with N and synthetic with S. Now again N, S, S, N, S, N. Now we'll read these statements. Natural fibers obtained from plants and animals. Yes, this is true. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals. Synthetic ones are obtained by chemical processing of petrochemicals. Yes, this is also true. The next is natural fibers melt on heating and synthetic ones do not melt on heating. No, this is not correct. Why so? Because natural fibers do not melt on heating and synthetic ones do melt on heating. That's why it is advised to wear cotton cloth while working in the kitchen, not the synthetic ones. Now the next is synthetic fibers are quite expensive and natural fibers are more affordable and durable. This is also incorrect. Why so? Because synthetic fibers, they are comparatively cheaper than the natural ones, and the natural ones are obviously more expensive. That is why they are not that affordable. Now the next is synthetic fiber takes very less time to dry. This is correct. Yes, synthetic fibers soak very less amount of water, so they take less time to dry. And the next is natural one. This soaks very less amount of water. This is incorrect because natural fibers soak very large amount of water. That is why we wear cotton shirts in summer, because it absorbs sweat. So here option number 2, 3 and 4, they all are incorrect, and our question demands for the incorrect properties. So that will be the answer for this question, option 2, 3 and 4. Now the next question is question number 13, which belongs to section 3. It is assertion reason type question. Let's read. Assertion: when zinc granules are added into copper sulfate solution, a powdery red mass of copper is deposited at the bottom of the beaker and blue color of copper sulfate solution turns green. Let's write zinc granules, that means zinc plus copper sulfate solution, which is aqueous. What it will give? It will give zinc sulfate aqueous plus copper solid. Here our copper sulfate solution is blue in color, which turns to zinc sulfate, that will be colorless, and red deposits of copper will be seen. So let's read the statement again. When zinc granules are added into copper sulfate solution, a powdery red mass of copper is deposited at the bottom of the beaker. This is true. And blue color of copper sulfate solution turns green. Now see, this is not correct because it doesn't turn green. It turns to colorless. So this will be incorrect. Our assertion is incorrect. Next is copper is less reactive than zinc. Yes, this is true. That is why zinc has replaced copper in this reaction, because copper is less reactive than zinc. So our correct option will be option number 4, because our assertion is false and reason is true. So option 4, A is false and R is true will be the correct answer. Now the next is question 14, which is a section 4 question. It is a matrix match type question. In this, we'll match the entities of column 1 with the entities of column 2. You can see in column 1, metals and non-metals are given, and in column 2, properties of metals and non-metals are given. So let's begin. Aluminium, hard and sonorous. Yes, it is hard and sonorous because aluminium is a metal and it is the properties of metals, hard and sonorous. Now shiny and malleable. Yes, aluminium is shiny and malleable. Lustrous and ductile. Yes, aluminium is lustrous and ductile. Dull and soft. No, aluminium is not dull and soft. Why? Because these are the properties of non-metals, and the above 3 are the properties of metals. So we'll match aluminium with the properties of metals, that are P, Q and R. Next is sulfur. It's a non-metal, so we'll match it simply with the properties of non-metals, that are dull and soft. That will be our option S. Again, iron, this is a metal, so we'll match it with the properties of metals we have already solved. That will be P, Q and R. And carbon, again a non-metal, so we'll simply match it with the properties of non-metal, that are S, dull and soft. So this will be the answer for this question, and we'll simply mark this. Thank you. That will be all for the chemistry section.